the that will lose you a championship. What the I mean, really? Really? That's a teammate right there, everybody. Turning it NBC Live. That's what a teammate does. Still got a race to win here. Just sliding around, doing what we can. I'm 0.2 up on track bar. Never expected that from a teammate. Never expected it. Wow.
Never expected it.
No, you wouldn't. You would not expect that from a teammate.
You would not expect somebody to race
No.
during a race.
But you could tune into NBC Live and see it.
You could.
Yeah.
You could. He said that. At
From
least
a
he
team.
plugged NBC
Yeah.
live.
Yes,
I don't know
live.
what NBC taped. I don't know.
Saturday Night Live.
Right.
No.
NBC Live.
We're
NBC.
Sunday afternoon live.
Right.
That's what we are. But I was laughing at that because Jeff Burton, when they replayed that on the race, Jeff Burton was like laughing. He was like, "You're racing, dude. What do you expect?" Like, I didn't really get why he was so upset. Not like he run into him. He just
he raced.
He raced him.
I think Kurt was just caught. Like, he was unexpected. It was totally unexpected. Like, he was like, "I'm cruising to the stage win," and then it was like, "No, you're not."
Well, because I mean, they're between those top three, Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, and Martin Truex Jr. They're
big
racing
three.
the big three. They're racing for those points, and at the end of a stage, that's another point that he's going to have a leg up on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
mean, listen, it doesn't matter how many wins you got or how many bonus points you got right now. And you never know. You could have a bad race and blow up, and you need that 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not going to never race for a stage win.
Yeah.
But
Also,
and that could have been. We didn't know what the weather was going to do.
it could have been for the race win.
Could have been for the race win.
yeah, there were storms popping up.
Yeah.
Everywhere. It poured.
It did.
Like 20 minutes after the
right
race.
after we finished. So
Yeah.
kudos to NASCAR for moving it up. I was like 14 minutes, but then I thought about Michigan, and that 14 minutes made a difference in Michigan.
I got drenched. We were on the golf cart because we were leaving the infield, and I forgot my rain pants. I had my raincoat and I had my rain boots, but I was wearing some like Nike golf pants. Soaked.
Done.
I don't
Done.
think I own rain pants.
Nike golf pants, not
No.
waterproof.
But we made some outstanding moves. All the crew vans were like heading out to get to their flights and such.
Yeah.
And I cut off like 4 or 5 people in the golf
Nice.
cart, just like
Nice.
and got out there.
You should have drove.
I did. It's the race after the race.
It is the race after race. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable to me how
Which is more dangerous than the actual race.
Yeah.
it's crazy.
I'm actually surprised nobody has died.
Yeah, or got in. Oh, I know some people who have like gotten wrecks and like destroyed their rental cars, crew guys, because you can always tell if it's a crew too, because
Yeah.
it's usually a minivan.
Mm-hmm.
And there's lots of heads in the back.
and just driving like complete maniacs.
I did see one of your teammates, Brad, roll up in a golf cart and then hop in a van. Like they made some moves, so I saw him make a move, then I made a move.
They did like a hangover.
Yeah, and then I found Marty Snyder was in his golf cart. They were running him out to catch a plane.
Not fast enough.
But I tucked in behind him.
Not fast enough because
No.
he was the last one on our plane 30 minutes later than everybody else.
Because there was rain and there was things. It was a thing. So he was on your plane.
Yes, and he was the last one on our plane.
I should have just like followed him onto that plane instead of what I did. But that's cool. It's cool.
Yeah. So
How was the race for you?
Yeah.
terrible, awful, sucked.
NASCAR.
NASCAR. Thanks for joining us. No, we were okay early, and then we weren't very good, and then we were getting better, and then we had terrible pit stop, and then we had a loose wheel.
A lot of people, though, had loose wheels.
Yeah, we had one with like, I don't know, 70 to go. It was in that last stage, and then we had to come in and got a lap down, and then we got a lap back, and then everyone came in with like 50 to go and put their last set of stickers on. That's what they told me, and I was kind of surprised people put their last set of stickers on with 50 to go. Like, that's a lot of laps. And so we put scuffs on, hoping that we could stay on the lead lap, and a caution would come out with like 20 to go, and we could come in and put stickers on and make a run. But yeah,
Didn't happen.
just had a loose wheel. Kills you. End of the day. But
Did you get to enjoy any of the sights and sounds of Chicago?
no. So,
Oh, yeah, we haven't talked to you since you did your extravaganza in New York after the last podcast.
well, it was fun. The podcast up there was fun with
Yeah.
Josh Norman. He seemed to have a great time. He was a great guy. Really opened up a lot on the podcast, which was good.
Yeah.
You know, we were talking to him before the show, and he wasn't really like paying
Yeah, we were a little
attention
worried.
at all. and wouldn't, like, say nothing and looked very uninterested. And he got on the stage, and he was actually very, very cool. He
Yep.
opened up a lot.
He
He's a
turned it on.
PTPer, man. Primetime player.
Primetime player, yeah.
Little Dick Vitale right
Game
there.
time.
I'm just looking forward to seeing you on a horse because we're going to make that happen.
I hope so. I'd like to get in touch with his folks and ride. I
was
want to
gonna
go
s-
all outfit, though. Like,
Chaps.
chaps and then, like
Like a vest?
a
A
vest,
vest with some fringe and a big old belt buckle and some
big belt buckle,
cowboy boots.
cross, ammo.
You're going to wear a neckerchief type thing?
Yeah.
Because,
got
when
to.
it's dusty, you have to.
You got to protect the mouth.
A hat. Yeah.
Or robbing
holster,
a stagecoach.
Holster on the chest.
Yeah.
You can't have one at the side when you're riding a horse.
I don't know, though. Those side ones, those are fun because, like, you can be riding along and then just, bam.
I'm afraid it would hop out. I would,
Yeah.
like, kinda-
That's why you put a strap on there.
yeah, I still wouldn't trust if I can't see. If it's on the chest, I don't
Yeah.
think your chest is moving as
I
much.
think the chest would be easier.
Yeah, because then you can just
Yeah.
right there. Not like I'm going to just shoot anybody when I'm riding this Josh Norman's horse. But, no, I got sick in New York, which is great. Actually, when I got back from New York.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Someone up there had some infection. And
I'm glad I'm sitting on this side
I'm
of the
fine.
chair.
I'm better now.
Like a head cold.
So I got the flu after the Super Bowl this year,
Mm-hmm.
and I felt the exact same way.
Oof.
So like Thursday, I had to do something for Menards, and like halfway through that day, I was over it, and I started to feel sick, and I laid down that night, and like head and throat felt 5 times too big, like cold chills, but you're sweating,
Yes.
aching all over. I was like, this is not good.
No
And then we left,
bueno.
and then Saturday sucked. All practice, sweating my ass off. I actually felt better.
No, it probably helps
yeah.
to sweat it all out. It was probably all there's so many people in New York and just everywhere you go, there's things that people have touched.
Yeah. I did have a good time. Like,
New York was
I had
fun.
a great time, but
going out after the podcast, like, was that we went to an arcade that was
did.
fun.
Oh, we did.
Yeah. And
That
then
was fun.
the coolest part to me was that back room place.
Yeah.
The speakeasy that
Yes.
Ryan.
the back room.
Well, apparently, like, is it Lucky Luciano, Meyer Lansky, like all those old 1920s and 30s New York gangsters, Bugsy Siegel, they all hung out in that place. Like, it was a legit. It's like
We
the history
are,
nerd was
yeah.
geeking out.
We're also
Yeah.
neglecting to mention, maybe not my favorite, but one of my favorite parts of the night where Ryan decided to do magic for a table of
like that.
what looked like real housewives, like desperate
Yeah.
housewives of New York.
You're s-
There were probably like 5 or 6 of them, probably, I would say, late 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were sitting there trying to determine how many of them were married. Like, we were sizing up
Yes.
the competition
Right.
before
We
you
were,
even
we were giving them
entertained-
backstories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we dared Ryan to go do some. He has this like cork trick thing he does with wine corks.
Yep. It's
And
amazing.
he did it.
Yeah.
We thought he was going to be over there for like a minute. Nope. He
Well, I
did a
was there
whole act.
'Cause
like
my-
a solid
a whole
20 minutes.
It was for sure like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
My question, though, has always been, and you proved that it can work, when has magic ever worked to pick someone up, like as a pickup?
I think it's either it's
I mean, you did the catch and release version of it. It was like, I had them.
It for sure
They were
worked for Ryan
in-
because at one
yeah.
point, one of the ladies actually got out of her seat and got next to Ryan and you like showed her, you like took her hands and like, this is
Oh,
how
yeah.
you do it.
oh yeah.
It was like, when, a dude helps a girl shoot a gun at like a shooting range
Yeah.
and gets behind her.
It was like the movie Ghost when Patrick
Yeah.
Swayze went up behind her and helped her molded clay.
Yeah.
I felt like Patrick Swayze.
He went Swayze crazy on him.
I went Ghost.
Oh my gosh.
It was fun, man. They took a picture of me.
Yeah.
Like, I told them.
I was saying, did they have any idea who you were?
They asked what I did, and I said, "Well, I'm mainly a magician. That's where I make most of my money, and I occasionally work for a race team."
Mhm.
They're like, "Oh, what do you do at a race team?" I was like, "Oh, I drive cars." She's like, "Oh, my son loves racing." She's like, "Let me take a picture of you and send it to him." It's like, "Okay, great." And that was the end of it.
That was the end.
And then we
Done.
walked
And-
away.
And then we moved on.
No, it was,
I like
yeah,
that
it
you
was
told
fun.
them you make most of your money doing magic.
Yeah, I said I mainly do this. I do shows at like the Hilton.
Yeah.
I
I think you need to have a
Marriott's.
second trick.
I know that's my main go-to, but
That's your go-to, but after that, like if they were to say, all right, well, let's see another one, I think you need to have something in your back pocket.
yeah.
So you can at least do 2 tricks. You want to do more than 2 because you don't want to give them too much.
Yeah.
You just got to give them like a little bait,
Just
some
tease
little
'em a little bit.
breadcrumbs.
You should always have like that like extendable like flower bouquet just out of your back pocket.
Perfect.
You've got that in your back pocket. Boom. Would you like a flower?
Yeah. And then out of it just
Something.
becomes
Yeah.
a dove.
confetti. A
dove.
dove.
Yeah.
Just a wild bird running in this nice restaurant we were in.
bird in here.
It's like, we didn't kill that quail yet. But the cork trick is good because not a lot of people get it. No one really gets it. And it leaves people stumped.
I've been trying, and I can't I can't figure it out.
It's a doozy. It's fun.
Fans are gonna like ask you to do it at track now, and you're gonna be like, I don't have any corks.
Sorry, I have
If you
freaking
want Ryan to
wine.
do it at track, you've got to bring him 2 wine corks.
Yes, I'll do it at track for you if you bring me 2 wine corks.
Could you do it with lug nuts?
No.
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 I mean, we have this bowl full
of
of lug
nuts.
nuts in front of us,
Full
so
of
I didn't know
nuts.
if you could pull it off with
I
that.
don't think I can. I think they're too small.
Yeah.
But
Okay, so it
it's
has to
good.
do with.
Yeah.
All right. I'm still trying to figure out how to do it. I can't.
Yeah.
Joseph Newgarden taught me this trick, and Mario Andretti taught it to him,
Oh wow.
which is
Oh,
pretty
you're like
cool.
passing it on
That's
from like
good lineage.
generations
Generation
of
to generation. Yeah.
drivers.
So,
I like it.
are you waiting to find out who you're going to pass this trick on to in the driver ranks?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
just picking. I'm waiting for a younger guy to
Right.
come
Young
up.
guy.
I think you got to run with it for a little bit,
Yeah.
and then somebody really up and coming comes along. And you're
Yeah.
like, you.
You got to run with. I got to get a little bit older, then I can pass it down because this person has to be of age to drink alcohol.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
it mainly is, if you go to a bar or you're out to dinner and you're drinking wine, you can't really do it at a bar because not a lot of people drink wine at a bar and they're not going
That's
to give
true.
you the cork.
They should go to a wine bar.
A wine bar. I don't drink wine, so I wouldn't go to a wine bar. I just go there to do magic.
Well, I mean, think about your clientele at a wine bar. That might be a good place
That's
to go
true.
do that.
Good-looking,
Just saying.
older women.
Mhm.
Cougars. You had all the cougars like
cougars.
eating out of your hand.
At a zoo, but it was fun. I had some great lamb there.
Oh yeah, the
Lovely.
food was good there.
Yeah.
I had the scallops. They were delicious.
Scout. What did you? End
What
up
did I
with?
have?
Lamb?
You had garganelli
That's what I had.
with veal.
I-
It was either veal or lamb in your garganelli.
I was playing dumb the whole time and doing the whole like country mouse thing. Like, what's this gorgonzola? Gargan? It's something Italian. I don't know.
The country boy in New York City.
When in reality, my dad grew up in New York and like.
It's fine.
Yeah.
All these
Everything's
buildings are so
Yeah.
big.
It is fun though to watch people, like some of the folks that we were with when we were walking around, just like, oh, big city. And
Yeah.
just hammer down, go about
Yeah.
your business, do your thing.
Do your thing.
Yeah.
It's funny though. All the people in New York like beeline
Mhm.
everywhere. Like they don't
They
mess
walk
around.
very fast.
Yeah.
Move with a purpose.
And everybody
Yeah.
has in earbuds or headphones on.
That I don't get.
Why?
Like, I don't know.
I think you would want like a soundtrack to the city though. Like if you have to walk to work every morning and
Yeah.
it's like a decent commute walking or taking the subway, I would want like a soundtrack for the morning.
It does depend on the day and my mood. Sometimes I want that. Sometimes I just want to take in all of the ambiance.
I
Hot
I wouldn't wanna listen
Oh,
to-
I'm not allowed to sing.
to horns honking and construction all day. So I get the earbuds
Yeah.
thing. But speaking of bowl of nuts and nuts,
Oh, okay.
Kim told us about this great
Oh yes.
new product that's
Well-
coming out.
Oh.
That's maybe sponsoring the show someday.
I heard it from our friend Jonathan, whose last name we will not speak of, but if you've listened or watched to some of the podcasts, you probably can determine
Jonathan Garganzoli.
what his last name is and go hunt him out and thank him because he's doing you a favor.
Oh, wow.
So there is a product,
Yeah.
and it's essentially Ballwash, but they have other products called Sack Spray and the Rub.
Which is a solid cologne. The Sack Spray is a moisturizer and moisturizes and neutralizes odor. The Ball Wash for your nuts, butt, and body with activated charcoal.
He claims it
Charcoal.
will save
Yeah.
relationships.
Huh.
Huh.
Jonathan Merriman is his name. I
Yeah.
just got confirmation that we can say his name. He wants to be recognized.
This just in. Jonathan Merriman uses Ball Wash.
He's looking to be sponsored. Jonathan, next time I see your Instagram account, if you're posting this, I expect a hashtag ad next to it.
I'm interested though, like at the track. Like this weekend, it was hot as balls.
It was hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was warm.
Like I probably could have used some Ball Wash. Like it was so hot, and I was not in a race car. I was not. We were doing some stuff, and my shins started sweating like through my pants. That's how hot
My
it
knees
was.
sweat sometimes.
Yeah.
The weird.
Weird places you sweat
Yeah.
out of. But you sweat out of everywhere, but
Yeah.
you sweat out of more places than others. But, yeah, that stuff would have been in great handy. I
yeah.
saw they have a spray. They have, like, a liquid wash. And then they almost have, like, a gel.
It's the rub, the nut rub. You can actually order all 3 together, and I believe it's called the sack pack.
Oh, a package deal.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. We've got your sack. A winning trifecta of products. Yeah. Take care of your
What
prized
is
possessions.
The sack
Nice.
spray, is that, what is it? Is it
It's
cologne?
it's like cologne. You spray it on your neck and stuff and like wrists.
Sack spray. What does the underneath it say?
It moisturizes and neutralizes odor.
Oh.
That was I said that earlier.
Oh, you can get, there's merch.
Yeah.
Whoa.
We,
Need some
T-shirts.
shirts.
Ballwash has got merch. I mean, everybody's got merch these
Yeah.
days.
We don't even have merch for this show, and Ballwash has merch. It's unbelievable.
Ballwash has merch.
Yeah, I need a shirt. I need
Apparently,
to
though,
order
this stuff is revolutionary.
Yeah. Merriman says it's Dr. Phil for your nuts. It'll save
I'm not
relationships.
yeah, I get that.
yeah.
That. I don't like Dr. Phil, though.
one. So I
Or Dr. Feel
I was-
for your.
Oh, Dr. Phil.
Ah.
Weird accent. So I was laying in bed sick all Friday before we flew out, and I watched Dr. Phil on YouTube for like an hour and a half.
On YouTube, so you
It's really
chose. It
weird.
wasn't like you were just going through the channels and you're like, "This is the only thing on
No.
TV." You actually sought out
No,
Dr.
no.
Phil.
No, I feel like it's worse to find it on TV and watch it because there's so many options.
That's what
on
I'm saying,
TV.
though. If it was the only thing on TV, I could understand. But
No,
you
it wouldn't
actually
be the only
went
thing
to
on TV.
YouTube.
No, okay, it led to other things. You know, you go down.
Okay,
the
you
rabbit
started
hole
with
on
something
YouTube.
else.
Yeah, I forget what I started with.
Did you
but-
like start with Catch Me Outside? How about that?
No,
Okay.
no. I forget what I started, but it just gets
Yeah.
random stuff, and you click on one thing, and like leads to another, and then you see one little. It's like 2-minute, 3-minute, 4-minute things of Dr. Phil. I'm like, oh, that was kind of interesting. So I clicked on another one, and then the titles are so enticing.
That's how they
You're
get
like,
you.
It's crazy.
My brother married my mom.
Yeah, and I'm like, how did this happen? Like, what was their relationship? Like, this is weird. And then it goes to like. it's just,
What was the most interesting
weird
Dr. Phil
shit.
you watched?
What was it? Oh, this this one chick thought she's like a teenager. I don't know, and she thought that she was pregnant with Jesus,
What?
Okay.
and so they did a scan of her belly. and-
Ultrasound?
Ultrasound.
Was
Sorry.
there like a little bearded man in there?
There was nothing in there,
That's-
and she was just like dumbfounded. And she was like, "He's in there, I swear to God." And she was just like kind of
I
getting
swear to
bigger.
God, Jesus is in there.
When did Dr. Phil turn into like Jerry Springer?
When
'Cause
Jerry
it's-
Springer went off
I
TV,
guess.
Yeah.
got to fill that gap, right?
And then this same girl come back on the show and thought that Eminem was her father.
Okay.
And Dr. Phil was
Eminem,
his
like
dad.
the rapper.
Yeah. No, the little Eminem.
I don't know.
Like the
Maybe.
green and
Who
the.
knows at this point?
Yeah.
She's got Jesus in her belly.
Yeah.
Could be Eminem.
People be crazy.
Yeah, next thing you know, she's gonna come in and say, "I've got the devil inside me."
I got some demons in me. I got a demon
Jesus.
in me.
Oh,
Man, I really want to cross my right leg, but
Oh,
I
wait.
can't.
Yeah, you can't.
I was strictly told not to.
because your leg is in a shot. You can try it and show the people. Show the people.
This is what
why
happens
can't
if you cross your legs.
leg.
Cross your legs, and then
And then you see
boom,
his
there's
leg.
that
I
foot.
can't reach because I'm tethered.
Where is it?
I'm tethered. It's in the shot.
It's in the shot right here.
It's just a foot. It's not
in
like
the
it's.
foot.
Now shake
it's not
it.
like it's.
But if you were
covering Kim.
Wait, give me a high five. A foot high five.
Yeah, that's a dirty
That's-
walking on the street shoe. You licked your hand. Been gross. So I'll
Whatever.
put it down. I'll just sit weird. This is weird.
I'm
These
just gonna
chair-
sit
I
here
gotta
like
tell
this
you, these
the whole
chairs.
time.
If you were like cozied up with a book and could like curl up on them, yeah, they're good. But for this, I
Yeah.
can't even touch the floor with my
And then
feet.
this is too far away. I can barely. Oh, that's actually not bad. Is my foot in the shot?
Damn it.
Okay, I'll just go crisscross applesauce then. Am I in the
There
shot?
You
Okay, we're good.
go.
I'm gonna cross
Nice
it
and
up.
cozy.
What were we talking about?
I don't know. We haven't even gotten like
But it's been so
one
good.
line into our.
No, we did. We talked about Chicago.
We didn't talk about the end of Chicago.
We did not
didn't
talk about
the
the
actual,
finish.
Like, race.
Yeah, the finish was amazing.
Holy shnikes!
That was so fun.
He's got a cough.
Sorry.
You know, if you can. This thing is on a.
Yeah, but it's gonna hit my hat. Like
I know. I did. And you can look like a pirate. Yar. I think. We're a little punch drunk this morning.
yeah.
Apparently so.
Yeah.
Drunk on Chick-fil-A. But yeah, the finish was really cool.
Can Can you, when you're in
was
the
exciting.
car, depending on where you are, can you see the finish? Can you? Is your spotter telling you what's happening?
You were right near.
So they just like came around to lap me.
Yeah.
And so we were struggling on them scuffs, and so they lapped me, and I was trying to hold Chase off while watching the race for the lead, and we were running the fence, so I'm like getting in the corner trying to run the fence and like look in to see and like looking at Chase and see where he is, and I couldn't really see. I saw Kyle get, when they had that thing into 3, like when they were 4 wide or whatever, I was like, oh no, and I saw Larson coming, and that was a really good shot. I think that was coming to the white, and then I didn't see them
Like actually
hit the wall
bang.
off of 2.
Yeah.
I couldn't see that. Like my A post was right there, and then I just saw like smoke in 3, and I was running the top, and I didn't know what happened, and I didn't know where Larson was. I couldn't see him, so I knew it got big when I saw smoke. I'm like, oh, someone wrecked somebody,
tore something up.
and but I didn't know what happened until I came back and saw it.
Did you watch and did you listen to Dale?
Yeah, I laughed so hard, and he was like,
Slide
job,
job!
slide job! I texted him this morning. I said, that was the funniest thing. Not that it's a funny saying, just the way he said it and
The
his
way he said
excitement
it
There was
level.
so much joy in his voice.
It was like you were at home watching
Yeah.
it with Dale.
Oh my gosh, that was a super good finish. But Dale, speaking of Dale, he did such a great job this
he did.
weekend. I thought
I
I
have to go back
watched
and
the
watch.
Xfinity race, and I've never really listened to a broadcast all through and be like completely pleased. And he was so like calm, relaxed, cool, and just like you said, just watching it with him in his basement.
Yeah.
Like just really insightful and adds another.
There was an
level to
excitement
it.
in his voice that like you just don't
Well,
hear
he's
that
a fan
often.
of the sport.
Right. Well, I mean, you kind of hear it like if you're listening to the radio broadcast, like every lap sounds really exciting.
Yeah.
And I was listening to y'all's call on MRN there at the end, and I was standing on my tiptoes trying to look at the ISM vision, and like it was amazing. It was cool.
It was a
The
good race.
radio, though, for the turn guys at least, they have to be careful because you have to show a level of excitement throughout the race when stuff, but you can't max out your excitement because then when something
Like that
massively
happens.
exciting happens, you have to leave room to build it even more.
Just yell louder.
Yeah.
Just yell louder.
Oh my god!
Oh my God!
Well, I was
Slide
with,
job!
Slide job! Slide job!
I was with a camera guy who was shooting some other stuff, and he said that sounded really exciting. It's like it was.
Yeah, it
Like,
was.
I watched it.
I had
synced
fun.
It.
That was fun to watch
Yeah.
and fun to work.
Yeah,
It
and
was a good.
I want to bring this
Probably-
up. So, it was a hell of a finish. I mean,
Yeah.
it was good. But like, the fans who were like mad at booing Kyle
Yeah.
Bush, I will say that the way Kyle went about after the race, that's him and whatever. But like, who are booing him? It's like just he wrecked Larson for no reason. Like no, and
No,
Larson
they
said it
were
really
racing.
perfectly. He's like, I hit him and I expected to get hit back, and
Yeah.
that's even.
Larson
Like-
sounded like he had fun.
No, he
Yeah,
did.
he had a blast.
He was like, I interviewed him after the race, and he was in good spirits and thought it was fun, and
Yeah.
he saw nothing wrong with it.
No, I mean if you got to expect to get it back,
Yeah.
and he did,
Yeah.
and he didn't have a problem with it. But I don't know why the fans were so mad at Bush for.
They'll get
For
mad
doing
at
it.
anything.
I think it's
Yeah.
anytime you've got someone who is winning a lot.
Yeah,
Fans are like when Jimmy Johnson was winning all of his titles.
yeah,
I was like, oh man, I can't stand that Jimmy Johnson.
yeah.
And now it's like, oh, that Kyle Bush, I can't. He just wins. It's like
It's
well,
interesting,
That's what
though.
you want, right?
Fans used to
I
hate
guess.
Kyle Bush a lot, and now like the last 2 years, a lot of people have started to like him.
yeah, they don't
I've
hate him
noticed.
as much.
And now that's what shocked me yesterday of like hearing the boos.
I think it's because they would have
some
rather seen Larson win.
Yeah,
That's more why they were booing, and they
Yeah.
thought he was out of place, like banging him, even though they were banging each other. No, that was really out of context. That was not.
They're beating.
They
they're
were
banging.
beating and banging.
that sounded
You
worse.
took it there.
No, you took it there.
You were.
You gave me
You
the.
always take it
You
there.
gave me the side eye, like.
No, I'll just wait
What
for you
do
to
you
finish
say?
your sentence.
Okay.
I had something in my eyeball.
Why does it say Bacon Bar, by the way, under Chicago?
Is there a bacon bar in Chicagoland Speedway?
It's not in Chicagoland.
We don't.
It was-
We don't have any idea what
it was-
this Bacon
sorry,
Bar is.
I wrote this late last night after going to
To the Bacon Bar?
No. We went to Portillo's and had some wet beef.
Oh.
Wet beef?
Yeah,
Did you have Chicago pizza while you were in Chicago?
No, I was.
I had.
You were sick,
Sick.
eating like chicken soup.
No, I didn't eat anything.
Nothing.
I had
Manorexic.
air.
I literally
How did you not die in the car?
I don't know.
Modern medical marvel.
Yeah,
That's what I was trying to say.
like all of Friday I ate nothing. I had yogurt Friday, which was good.
It's like the last thing I would want.
Friday night, and then Saturday I had nothing to eat. I tried to eat chicken noodle soup and it tasted like shit because I think my taste buds were all messed up.
Yeah.
And then I tried to eat a salad and it tasted bad, and so I didn't eat anything. I had chicken. My mother brought me a full rotisserie chicken to eat, and I ate all of it on Sunday, which was lovely. But it wasn't wrapped in bacon.
So yeah, the bacon bar. They had like mozzarella sticks wrapped in bacon. I had a meatloaf sandwich that was wrapped in bacon. Not the sandwich, but the meatloaf was wrapped in bacon. Just pretty much think of anything and then wrap it in bacon.
Right.
I mean, it wasn't like the greatest, but it was still like a weird kind of find.
Just everything was. Where was this?
It was in. I don't know. It was in the Chicagoland area. We were staying in Downers Grove.
Is that how Chicago people talk?
Kinda.
Were
really?
the desserts wrapped in bacon?
Stupples. All right, it's another heart attack there,
my
Bob.
God. Where's the hook? Get him off the
It's
stage.
about a baker's dozen.
Was the dessert wrapped in bacon?
It was. They did have dessert bacon.
Bacon ice cream.
Like you could get a half pound of flavored bacon. Like,
This is not how Chicago people talk.
is that not how Chicago? I'm going to look over here at our producer who's sitting over to the side, Matt Strickert, who's from Downers Grove, Chicago, and he's nodding in
That's how
agreement
they
that this
talk?
is how they talk in Chicago.
I don't feel like they talk
That sounds
like
like a mixture of
like
a bunch of weird accents.
It is. Well,
I
that's
can't
Chicago.
Even do the Chicago.
Like,
Well, that's the thing. Look, who would win in a fight?
Minnesota?
Who would win in a fight? Ditka or a hurricane? Who would win in a fight, Ditka or a
I'd
hurricane?
say Ditka.
What if the hurricane is
hurricane.
named Ditka?
Hurricane Ditka.
Hurricane Ditka.
I hate you.
I don't know where we're going.
The Cubbies went down, and what's his name? Austin Dillon.
Oh yeah,
That was a bit of a weird accent.
Barn
there.
Life. Yeah.
You've changed accents.
I did.
now,
I
by
went
the
sort of
way.
northeastern when I was talking about the Cubbies, which is odd. But he went and sang the seventh inning stretch.
Sorry, I had to get something on my eye, and I
Do
just
you-
like
do you
rubbed
think
my
that-
mic.
He knew it before, or he was just reading it off a prompter.
He was singing, like he was up. He was in a Cubs jersey. He was singing. It was off key.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty terrible.
Yeah, not as bad as your singing.
I've never said I'm a good singer.
Yeah.
I've actually profusely said I am a terrible singer.
Which is why we don't let her sing
It
on the
doesn't
show.
keep me from singing on the cue at track.
It's true.
But
You were better than one of the rejoin songs, though.
yeah.
That was
good.
Yeah.
So Austin, did he get applause?
He did. They were. The fans were into it. You know, it seemed like they were having a good time, and the Cubbies won.
That's
so
always good.
I think
Did he throw out the first pitch too, or no?
I don't know that off the top of my head. I'm
don't
looking at
think
a
so.
Cubs fan.
I didn't see any.
Yeah, I didn't see
Photos
that.
of him.
No, he did not
On the
throw.
mound.
He did not throw.
Yeah.
I
But
don't know why I
then
thought he was doing that.
he must have brought them good luck because as soon as he finished the seventh inning stretch, Kyle Schwarber, knocked one. He went yard, and I went to Boston again.
I
Sorry.
don't think Austin Dillon's good luck. If he is good luck, he wasted all his good luck on the Cubs because he did not have luck yesterday.
Fair.
I don't know what happened to him yesterday.
He had like a brake rotor issue and they had to go to the garage.
Hang on.
Oh,
Stand still.
That works. You have hair on your
Yeah.
mic.
Stand
Oh,
still.
so it's actually
attached to my
attached
head.
here.
That is attached. You literally just like.
You should have just yanked it out.
You don't need this hair anymore.
Is it off?
It
my
is.
hair
Yeah.
now.
You're good.
I went to Wrigley Field once. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Last year for a test. It's pretty neat.
You tested at Wrigley?
Yeah, they
Okay.
have a track there.
They had one at Soldier Field back in the day.
Did they?
They should do more football stadium / racetracks. I think you could make both like work.
It'd be a tiny racetrack.
Well,
So?
Bowman Gray.
They did it for
There's a football
Bristol. They turned it into a football stadium for the Virginia Tech Tennessee game.
Yeah, but they put a football stadium inside. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were talking about like putting a racetrack inside an already built football field.
No,
Bowman Gray.
Like have stuff where they use it simultaneously.
Bowman Gray.
But again, that's the racetrack is built around it.
Yeah, it's
And,
like having a track. Like
well, you
in high school,
you
They
you
can't.
had a
should have more
track and field track.
more multi-purpose venues is what they should
Yeah.
have.
just put
Oh,
some
for sure.
banking in the track and field track.
Yeah.
Around the football
That
field.
would make you run so much faster. I think I would fall over though,
I always thought it'd
depending
be
on the banking.
really cool to like your high school or they have
Yeah.
a track and field to race like go-karts on that
Yeah.
track. I thought that'd be super super cool.
That's pretty much what they did in Chicago at Soldier Field back in the 40s and 50s. There were some late model races and sportsman division races that they ran at Soldier Field. There's pictures on the internet.
Documented.
It is documented.
It
It's
happened.
kind of badass.
Chuck's not making it up. Like
Yeah.
he makes up a lot of things.
When it comes to history, I don't do fake history.
You don't do fake history.
Sometimes.
Drunk History.
Drunk history. Now
That's
that.
a good show.
Yeah.
You guys ever watch that?
Yes.
Yes.
It's hilarious.
Yes.
I want to go on it.
You should be the narrator, like the person that gets drunk and tells the history.
That's what I want to do. Yeah.
Ah.
So you had this guy, Christopher Columbus, came on a boat
He sailed the ocean
What
blue.
year? What year? What year?
early.
1400. It rhymes.
Christopher
Columbus
Columbus,
sailed the ocean blue in
In-
72.
92.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, hey,
Damn
it
it.
happens. 1492.
Yeah. Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
Could you imagine everything
1492.
about that stuff in 1492? Yeah.
Can you imagine the balls on those guys?
Imagine the nads on those guys.
Manifest destiny, Brian.
They needed some ball
They're
wash.
pioneers. We share their spirit. Just like going off, like, Christopher Columbus, obviously, he come from England, right?
Spain.
Spain? Okay, I don't know. Another country,
Yes.
obviously. But just being like, I don't know. Where I'm
What-
going.
Setting out for the new world.
We
and-
are
like, just-
going into the ocean.
Like, just your leader or whoever is like, all right, you're going to go.
King Ferdinand? Wasn't that who was
Eminem.
who was king and queen during that time?
it was. Don't ask me
Ferdinand
this.
and Isabella?
That sounds right. That sounds right. Without going to a Google box.
Y'all's knowledge
Sounds
of this stuff
about
is
right.
unbelievable to me.
But he did fail. Christopher Columbus.
Did he fail?
Yeah, he was not shooting for where he landed.
He was trying to go to India,
Oh, well, I mean,
trying to find a new route for the spice trade.
he didn't die. So I think he succeeded.
He hit land and he's like, I have made it to India. Not so much.
Yeah, and he's Oh, okay.
I
go
was
on.
right.
You were right.
I cannot believe that.
He landed on March 15th, 1493. But he set sail,
set sail
in
in
1492.
Ah, okay. Yeah. But just guessing where you're going.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a star. I'm going to follow
Here's
that
a
one.
star. I've got a compass.
Yeah.
You can use a sextant. It's a nautical device that
Oh.
gauges the stars in the horizon, and then you figure out you can navigate
Man.
by the stars.
That's nautical.
Yeah.
I just thought it was cool how they did all that stuff back then.
Oh no. One element of reenacting that I want to get into at some point
Is on
is
the
like
open ocean.
pirate reenacting or like some sort of like a privateer.
I think you need to do more like expeditions.
Yeah.
Pirates, that history is a little loose.
Pirates
Can't-
of fun. You know?
For somebody like likes authenticity, you put your thing up like
Yeah.
a pirate again.
You could be an authentic pirate. You just got to go steal a ship, and then boom. That's about as authentic as you can get. It's like, this ship
Well,
is
there's
mine.
different kinds
Yeah.
of pirates, like Somalian pirates.
No, I'm
not-
talking like-
not like Blackbeard,
The
You're talking
gold-
like the cool
Yeah, the
pirates.
golden age of piracy. With,
Yeah.
where they had a golden hook.
yo ho ho
and a
and a
peg
bottle of rum.
leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they said, "Yar, shiver me member and blow me
Would
now."
you put like all the black stuff in your teeth, like make your teeth grizzly?
I think they would naturally do that when you just live on rum and like salted meats that are in giant barrels that have been sitting there for
In the sun.
ages. Yeah,
For
the sun.
forever. Yeah.
You don't really brush your teeth.
Yeah.
Dental hygiene hadn't really
that
been a thing.
actually makes me want to ask a question. When you're on these reenactment
Mm-hmm.
weekends, do you brush your teeth?
Depends. Sometimes.
With what? A Crest?
A toothbrush?
A Crest toothbrush?
No, they have tooth powder.
Tooth powder.
Tooth powder.
Is this what they used back in the?
Yes, they did.
What kind of toothbrush though do you
It
use?
is a bone-handled horsehair toothbrush.
Oh. What are the ingredients in tooth powder?
Ground up teeth.
Like probably baking soda. Baking soda.
I brush my teeth with other teeth.
Keeps them clean.
Toughens them up, too.
Yeah.
Gums bleed, but tastes like salt.
It's the salty tears of my enemies.
Oh my God.
I brush my teeth with the ground up teeth that people I killed.
I wash myself with a rag on a stick.
Feel that? Hard as a rock. We're getting.
Oh,
Yeah.
way
So
off,
LeBron's
way.
playing for LA now.
It's the first thing when I landed from Chicago that popped up on my Twitter, and I was like,
Same.
son of a bitch.
I thought he was gonna go there.
He took
yeah.
a lesser deal, though. He could have made more money at Cleveland.
Yeah, but I think he wanted to move, and I think he lost. He lost what, $35 million bucks?
Which is like chump change to him.
Who gives a shit if you're him? Like,
Yeah, but I don't know that the Lakers have the potential for a championship in the 4 years he's going to be there.
Really? You don't think they're going to go out and just
maybe
Buy all the other good people?
Well, I was hoping they would get more people to come for this season.
free agency isn't over?
I don't really
I know, but like Paul George is going to OKC. He already said that. Like, I don't know if you can get. I think that was like his main guy he wanted to get.
Do you think
I've been on a plane. Has Kawhi gone anywhere yet?
I
Kawhi
don't
No.
know. I didn't.
I think he might.
I mean,
he's still up in the air. I think he was waiting on what LeBron was going to do.
Do you think part of LeBron's decision was now that he's one of like 7 of the greats that have played at the Lakers, so like Magic and Kobe and Wilt and whoever else is on that list, like that's part of the decision factor, like all the greats have played there?
It could be, and I was listening to, I think it was ESPN or somebody, that they were talking about the fact that, for the past 5 years, neither of the teams in New York or LA, in like the two biggest markets in the country, have been in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And as much as it's nice for Cleveland to have that, like when you have your bigger markets. When you have LA in the playoffs, when you have LA doing well, that's better for the league overall.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
You know how much money he's going to make on jersey sales this year?
I don't know
Oh
that
my
purple's really his color.
Goodness, I don't think people care.
Well, purple is the color of royalty, and his name is King James.
That is
Just
true.
saying.
That is true. I might. That's going to be.
Will you buy a Lakers LeBron James jersey?
No, I've never bought a jersey in my life. I think.
You don't own a
that's-
jersey?
No,
Interesting.
I don't. I just don't wear those. I don't like wearing them to games. I
Yeah.
don't like it. I get it. We talked about this, I believe. But
Is it because you don't like the sleeveless look?
yeah, that and
I don't know that
Are we
I've
talking,
actually
like,
ever
all
seen you
jerseys?
in like a tank top.
no, I don't wear them. I'm either shirtless or a t-shirt or a sweatshirt. No, anything really but a tank top. Maybe I'll get in a belly shirt for the 4th.
Tube top?
Yeah. No, not tube top.
Okay.
Just sleeves,
It's like a
but
cutoff, like a crop
belly
top.
cut off. Yeah.
With some stars and some stripes.
Jorts and stuff. But no, I just don't jersey. I've never done it, but I would buy you see those T-shirts with like the number on the front,
Yeah.
number on the back, and then like Kemba Walker for the Hornets I've seen, like a T-shirt, but it's like a race T-shirt. But a jersey, I get why people wear them, but it's like those are for the players.
What if LeBron gave you a jersey and said, "Man, I want to see you in this"?
I would
Would you
make
be
him
one of
sign
those-
it and frame it, but I don't know
What
if
if
I
he
would.
wanted to see you in it? Would you be one of those people that wear? I
Like
think
a
this
dress
is dumb.
shirt?
Where you wear the T-shirt under the jersey. I'm not a fan of that.
If LeBron gave me a jersey and be like, I want you to wear this courtside to our next game, I
You'd
would
be like-
I would wear it. Yeah.
You should be one of those guys, like, pretend you're like a businessman who just left work, wear like, slacks and an Oxford, and then throw the jersey on over that. I love seeing those at Hornets games.
I actually
Yeah.
think that's funny. I like seeing that.
And then put your coat on.
Yeah, it's like wear a coat.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's
this is
almost
just
like
my
a
vest.
three-piece suit.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a vest.
Mm-hmm. That'd be nice,
I like
but
a good
it's going to
vest.
be
Yeah.
unbelievable this year. Like when we go back out there for Fontana, I'd love to go to a game, but
Yeah.
I think it's going to be damn near impossible
Yeah.
to get any tickets. I'm sure they're ringing off the hook right now for season tickets holder. Yeah.
LeBron.
I bet tickets are going to be so expensive
How old is he?
too.
Like 33?
34, I think.
Yeah.
Will he be done after this tenure, do you think?
This
4 years, he'll be, 38-ish? Or do you think he'll have another little chunk after the Lakers somewhere?
I think he wants to retire in LA. I think I can
Really?
see him doing that.
Interesting.
Why not? Be pretty cool.
then he's gonna
Because
be a
by the
movie
time
star?
I don't know about that, but I just think
I
by
don't
the
know,
time
Trainwreck, he had some comedic chops.
that's true. And I just got a report that Kawhi has said he wants to be in LA.
per
So,
Twitter sources are
Oh.
saying this. Yes.
Per Twitter. It's
Tw-
always true.
Yeah. So on the internet, it's true. Do you think that his jersey will get retired in Believe Land?
Ooh.
Oh, all day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he hasn't
Sure.
completely burned those bridges.
No.
I think that situationally, the or the Cleveland fans are more receptive of this move to the Lakers this time around from when he left Cleveland before because of how bad the GM situation was and all that. I don't think there is as much bad blood.
As an Ohioan,
Mm-hmm.
What's your take?
Yeah, do what you gotta do, I guess. I
Like,
mean,
do you remember though when he left the first time? People
well, the
were
way
like,
he did it was
"Ah!"
shitty too.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't really announce free agency or anything. He just kind of just did it in an interview. I didn't really enjoy that. I wasn't mad that he left. I didn't like the way he did it. I'm not like a crazy person who gets burned.
Remember they were burning jerseys the last
which
time.
I wouldn't have any jersey to burn. But no, I mean, if he wants to do it, he can. I'm still going to watch him play.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still going to watch the Cavs play. Just the way it is.
That kind of make a full circle on this, like a circuit, like a racetrack.
Right.
Back to the kind of Kyle Busch stuff. When you have someone who's really good in a sport, who is doing really well at that sport, are you more likely to watch that person play or go the fan route and be I don't care about this guy, I'm gonna go over here? Or can you respect the talent?
What do you mean?
A lot of people don't see greatness when it's in front of them.
Oh, they see it when it's gone.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you sit back and appreciate it at
While
the time
it's happening?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure can.
Yeah, I think some people get jaded, though. You know, I mean, some people give LeBron a lot of shit now, and they're going to look back and, in 15 years and be like, oh, that guy was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
It was the same. They're appreciated while they're here, but I think it ramps up when they're not in the sport anymore,
Fair.
Speaking of greatness, Kim sent out a link the other day that I've never been a yoga fan.
Oh, we should have done this. If I had known this was available in New York when we were in New York, I would have said, let's catch a train to Brooklyn and take this class.
Let's catch a train to Brooklyn and take some death metal yoga.
Death metal yoga?
Yeah.
Explain. Do they just? I'm guessing they just play metal music while you're doing yoga.
No, the instructor screams at you and you scream and it gets a lot of energy out. But apparently, I read the article and the girl grew up in Germany.
Yeah.
And her mom.
She's German.
Her mom was a metalhead.
Okay.
And took her to her first.
She had a metal head.
Yes. She's like Pinhead from.
Her mom. So her mom took her to her first metal concert when she was 11 or 12.
Yeah.
And so she ended up liking metal, and then when she got some injury and started taking yoga as rehab, and didn't like the pretentiousness and you have to be quiet and all that, and so she meshed the two together.
Nice.
So metal yoga,
Metal
heavy
yoga.
metal yoga.
I could actually get behind that.
And she
That'd
does
be fun.
it they listed a couple of Slayer and Black Sabbath and.
Yeah.
This is getting caught on my chair, so I'm moving it, and my producers are probably going to be like, now it's in the shot and it's ugly. I don't care.
I've got it. I have got it all figured out. This is gold, Ryan. Gold.
What's that?
Smash Room.
Okay.
Death Metal Yoga Studio.
Combined.
2
rooms.
2 rooms.
Yeah, but
you
do them
But
both.
you do one first, and then you...
Yeah, if you've got a lot of aggression, you can take it out in the Smash Room.
Okay, the rage
and then
room.
you can go relax with Death Metal Yoga.
Yeah. While you're still kind of amped up.
Yeah.
But you're stretching.
Right.
You're getting some of that out, but you're still screaming. And
or
pumped
before,
up.
so you don't pull anything while you're swinging the sledgehammer.
That would probably be good, and it gets you pumped up for the writing it down.
Yeah.
I actually would like to take a death metal yoga class.
Is it only available in Brooklyn?
I mean, that's what the feature was about.
Right.
I don't know if it's anywhere else. We could start a death metal yoga class here. Ryan could teach it.
I was going to say, are either of y'all yogis?
I've never been a yogi.
My little sister teaches yoga.
Okay, get her to Charlotte. Get her to start a death metal yoga class.
I'm not sure death metal is her thing, her jam.
Look, or at least teach us how to be yogis.
How to be yogis.
So we can
yoga.
Yeah.
Teach me how to yoga.
You have to actually do a lot of teacher training. You have to put in 400 hours or something.
Well, screw that. I'm not doing that.
That's a step short of
that could be a
therapy.
pilot.
Yeah.
How many hours
or yoga?
It's how many hours do you need to be a pilot?
Oh, 350 and 400 for your yoga?
Oh,
my lord! But
go on,
anyways, Daytona this weekend.
Daytona, yes.
4th of July plans. You guys have
Daytona?
any? Daytona.
July.
I'm catching a flight we're clearly recording this on a Monday. It will be released on Wednesday, but I'm catching a flight this afternoon because my family is in
this afternoon, like Monday afternoon.
Monday afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because my family's in Orlando, so I'm gonna go spend the 4th with them.
You gotta go to Disney.
Before I drive over to Daytona. I don't know. Probably not. It's usually busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tourists like Disney in the summer. That's the worst time to go. It is so hot.
I know.
And standing in those lines, and you got to make sure you pack your ball wash because
Yeah.
It smells so bad.
it
Yeah.
smells so
Disney,
bad.
Gosh.
Yeah,
And it
I don't know.
smells
I haven't been in a while since they've added a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. I
So I
went
need to go.
in
Yeah.
February, but
I went
It
in
was all right.
1986.
I bet that was
Is that really the
super
last time
insane.
you've been?
Probably. Yeah. They had
Yeah.
the Captain EO Michael Jackson thing.
That is not
the
there
3D thing. You run out and grab people. And
I don't know. I have zero clue about what you're talking about.
it's Captain EO. It's great. It's great. It was over in Epcot with Figment.
Epcot's like, yes, it's part of
Epcot's sick.
the Disney family, but
Yeah.
I enjoy Epcot because it's more of an adult theme park.
Yes.
You can drink around the world,
We did that. Yeah, it was
and they have a
great.
food and wine festival actually in the fall. I think it is. That's spectacular.
Spectacular.
I always forget that it's Disney though.
Epcot. It doesn't feel.
It
like
doesn't
Disney.
feel like Disney.
Yeah.
I thought it did with the the Futureland.
It doesn't. It's not the same. There's not like characters running around and stuff.
What about Figment?
Figment does not count.
Figment's a
This
thing. It's figment of your
Dang
imagination.
mic cord is driving me batty.
Batty.
I'm gonna pull it all the way down.
Driving me batty.
Speaking of driving,
But
But what are you doing?
jeez, Kim.
I'm telling you,
I'm-
this mic situation.
I'm going down. I'm flying down Tuesday night with the driver of the number 9 car, Chase Elliott.
yeah.
See how
he's
many hours he had to put in.
He's
Yeah,
a fan. Fans
we
like
need
him.
research.
Yeah,
on this.
fans. I don't know if they like him. They tolerate him.
He had a rough going on Saturday.
He was in rough shape. I didn't really realize it how bad he was, and I rode at qualifying. He was in the infield care center. I saw him standing outside, and later did I know that he.
Had to get like 2 or 3 IV bags.
Yeah,
You should have had some of Menard's pickle juice.
Apparently that worked for Paul.
Yeah,
People were shocked about that,
That's-
but that's like a well-known fact if
Yeah.
you grew up anywhere hot.
it's what the older folks do too.
Yeah. But no, yeah, it was hot. But Mr. Clyde, yeah, he and I are flying down, and then I don't know what I'm going to do for the 4th.
We be at the beach.
Yeah, we're staying at the beach. We got family friends who have a beach house down there,
Oh.
not too far from the racetrack, and we'll be there Tuesday night and probably on Wednesday. And then I run the Xfinity race. He and I do, so I have to be there Thursday for practice and stuff.
Ooh.
So 'cause I don't think Cup cars get on track, but I think just Xfinity cars do.
Thursday they do.
We do?
Cup cars do, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
There's
'Cause
two
then we
practices.
just qualify Friday.
Yeah, Friday's like a weird day. It's just qualifying in the
Yeah.
Xfinity race.
That's right. Yes. Yes,
Get
it is.
behind that.
Mhm.
I kind of wish that we still raced on the 4th of July. Like
That's how
Wednesday.
Eddie
I don't
Wood.
care. Doesn't matter
Yeah.
what day of the week. I think it'd be
Yeah.
cool to race on the 4th of July.
Eddie Wood was telling me that's how they did it.
Yeah,
It was
that's how
like,
they
doesn't
used to
matter
do
what
it.
day of the week it was, we would race
I
on
think
the 4th
that'd be
of July.
cool.
You'd come in, you'd start the race at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. and you'd be done and on the beach enjoying the rest of your 4th of July after the race. It's amazing.
Feel like it's really hot though.
Not at 10
It's
a.m.
gonna be hot.
I know it's gonna be hot at night. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot. It's just gonna be hot.
It's gonna be hot.
Get your pickle juice. You'll be fine.
Get your pickle juice ready. Could you imagine drinking pickle juice in the race car? Warm.
It's like
No,
Hissy
it's not.
pickle
You have to
juice?
drink like refrigerated pickle juice.
I know, but like if someone just
Warm
handed
pickle
like,
juice?
here you go.
Ugh.
we're
Like,
gonna
during a pit
design
stop.
a pickle juice holder for a car that keeps it cool.
Yeah.
You could just wear one of the hats with the two little.
2 pickles
Yeah.
on the other
Just-
side.
the
Just
two
freeze a pickle.
jars.
And put it in there so it keeps it cold and it's
Mhm.
always
This was a
Spouting
question
out
we
pickles.
had this weekend at MRN because, like, the company wanted to push Stars and Stripes weekend when we were in Chicago because the 4th of July falls on a Wednesday, so it's like split halfway. But to me, I always equate the Daytona race with the 4th of July. So will there be, like, Star Spangled paint schemes this weekend?
I haven't seen.
Like, are you guys running
really
anything?
No, I have body armor on the car this weekend,
Ooh.
which would be cool. They're the primary, which is really
That's pretty nifty. Is
really
that the first
cool.
time that they're the primary?
Yep. yeah.
Oh, cool.
So this is their race they're doing this year. So we're excited.
Well, isn't their logo red anyway, like red and white?
Yeah, the car is red, white, and black.
So it's close.
But yeah, it's a cool looking car. But they did that body armor heroes deal.
Yeah.
And we have the guy that they selected and his family coming out to the race. They'll be there all weekend.
Sweet.
So
That's
that'll
neat.
be pretty neat. But
Yeah,
I'm sure there'll be some
shadowing
cars.
You? Will they be around with
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Cool.
But I'm sure there'll be patriotic cars. There always is a handful,
Yeah.
I think.
And Daytona's always a fun race to bring fans to. That restrictor plate racing is just a fun time.
It's a fun. You can't beat it.
Can't beat it.
Night racing at Daytona.
And it's 100 miles shorter, so I feel like it's
Perfect race for there.
the perfect race.
Perfect race.
A summer.
I really am. I'm a fan of Daytona. Like, I just love going down there. I love when you pull in through the tunnel and you see everything. You're like, oh, this is Daytona. This is racing.
It's cool.
Yeah,
It's the world center of racing.
it
It's
is.
the center of the world.
How do you think race is going to be down there at Daytona?
Hopefully it'll be good. We bring in a new engine package and a new car we got set up. Bought it from Mark Martin Ford.
Brought it off the lot.
Bought it off the lot. Welded in a chassis and an A-frame
roll
in
cage?
it. Roll cage. No, we don't put roll cages
No
in
roll
our
cages.
cars.
It's just a fuel line.
Just we
Hollow
mount
it
an
out.
extra 15 gallons of gas under me to make sure we can go
There'll
the
be
distance.
Some 4th of July fireworks
Yeah.
from that.
Need some ball wash after they're crispy, after they get burnt.
They're setting off the fireworks. Nope, that's just Blaney.
I set off fireworks a few weeks ago at Charlotte, so don't need to do that again.
No,
But,
let's not have on-track fireworks at Daytona. Let's have them over Victory.
We have so many accents in
All
this
of the
episode.
I sat next to a Russian guy on the flight back.
Are
Are you lying or is that true?
No, it is very true.
Was he so excited because Russia won their game against
One.
Spain, right?
They beat them in a shootout,
Yeah.
so they won.
The call.
They
one of the
still
calls
won.
for the. Yeah, they still won.
With
Yeah.
on the scoreboard.
They should have gone to the video replay, but they didn't. I love that's the signal when they're going to the video replay.
Yeah.
The official goes, "Go to the video."
I would have
The
been,
video.
I honestly
Just-
would
it
have.
looks so weird.
I would have been very scared if Russia hadn't won that game, since FIFA's in Russia. If I
Correct.
was a Spain fan, I would have been like kind of scared for my
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Russians are crazy too.
Yes, because the
They're
Russians are crazy.
They're hardcore.
Hopefully, they're not listening to this podcast.
They're like, the glass case of I can't do a Russian accent.
Those are the
Say
Germans.
some-
Well, you know the Germans lost too.
German.
Yeah, they did. And Argentina.
How?
And,
Where are we,
Portugal
by the
lost.
way, in FIFA? How close are we to the World Cup being
We're in
done?
the round of 16. I believe the championship game is the
Okay.
17th of July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Julio, did you hear my joke
Mm,
yesterday?
July.
All right. Person one, who Steve Post played the role of person one, says,
Okay.
"Man, we're going to Daytona next week. I cannot believe we are already halfway through the year."
July.
My response, "What? No way, you lying." You liked it.
It was all right.
It's pretty good, right?
It was
July,
okay.
You're lying.
Yeah.
July.
Oh, I got the joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was kind of funny.
You kind of liked
Yeah,
it.
I did.
Now,
Yeah.
anytime you hear somebody say during the month of July, "Man, this year's going so fast, like we're halfway done," you're gonna
July.
And I'm just going to go, fucking Kimco.
You motherfucker.
you love it. You love it.
I do really enjoy listening to the Q that y'all have. Like, it's just, it's
a good
entertaining.
time.
I wish the whole broadcast was like that.
Oh, by the way, I meant to ask you, did we talk about the fact that you were gonna be an uncle in the podcast yet?
I don't think so. No. Did I?
I
No.
don't.
I mean,
did
we talked about it in New York,
Yeah.
but I don't remember if we talked about it
Yeah.
on
Your
the...
sisters.
But yeah.
Having a baby.
Emma's having a kid.
So you're gonna be Uncle Ryan.
Uncle Ryan. And they're getting married at the end of this month.
Are
After
you
Pocono.
in the wedding?
Yeah, I'm one of the groomsmen.
Wait, are they
you?
getting married in Pocono?
No, they're getting
Oh.
married somewhere in Asheville.
Okay.
Oh, that's neat.
Boone or Asheville or something like that. It's
Sweet.
like, so we get done with Pocono. Hopefully it doesn't rain, and then get married Tuesday. So they're gonna spend like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday up in Asheville, which would be
Oh,
fun.
cool. Are you gonna
So-
give a speech
No, I'm not a
or a
speech giver.
toast?
No.
You're just gonna be
Just gonna be hanging out.
quiet in the corner.
You
Yeah.
should give them toast.
Ooh, I should.
Like-
Like for my
yeah.
toast, here's some French toast.
Yes, there you go.
Some
Yeah.
toast.
Yeah. And syrup,
Sipping on some syrup.
powdered sugar.
Speaking of powdered sugar and syrup and toast, I'm going to do it. I'm going to hit the button.
You gonna hit the button?
Music is playing.
Is it happening
Toast.
right now?
It
Like
is happening right now.
like
We've
toast,
got
like
a
we're
minute
done?
and 30 seconds.
Yeah. Toasting.
Yeah.
We're
We're
gonna-
toasting this show
Yeah.
Are we supposed to be hearing music, or are you
No,
laying
we're
it
not.
in
Well,
later?
you should be hearing music. You're ruining the magic
You are ruining
of
magic.
the internet.
Yeah, but I
Kim.
don't know, like timing-wise, how much time we have.
You can see it counting down right now.
Yeah. So you guys
my
got to cue me.
eyesight is
You have
really not
eyesight.
that good.
We're 23 seconds into
I
a
actually have
minute
really-
and 38-second
really
song.
great eyesight.
So just keep talking.
But it doesn't seem like it. But your shirt, I want to talk about that really
Oh.
fast in the last minute. Where did you get it? What store?
It's a vintage shop.
You have to tell me the name
Find
of.
on that I have. Follow on Etsy. I can give it to you. I can't think of the name right now. But this is.
It's actually good. Yeah, don't tell everybody the name of the shop.
I won't. It's a
That's
Dale
nice.
Earnhardt shirt. I enjoy the coming at you part, but this, if you look closely, it says Budmore Engineering. So this is when he drove a Ford.
Good. I
Yes.
might have to purchase it off of you. Is it for sale?
Is this shirt for sale?
Everything's for
Everything's
sale.
for sale.
Everything's for sale.
Yeah, so I was kind of pleased with this find.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
You know what else is for sale?
Yes.
This podcast. Go sponsor us.
It is for
See?
Like,
sale.
See?
rate, review.
Yeah. Rate and review. Leave some comments on YouTube. Tell us what you think. Tweet at us.
Yeah.
All the social media outlets that we are available on.
Yeah, and if you bring me 2 wine corks to the racetrack, I'll do a trick for you. Yeah.
Magic.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
But it's all the hand motions, all of them.
You're the magic man. Chase is El Diablo.
The Magic
Yeah.
Man.
I think it means like
Oh my god, I was
fighting
watching
chicken
that
or
this
something.
weekend.
You got to stop.